Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the special event, World Water Forum 2024, Preparations for Road to Bali. I'm Karishma Asadani from the World Water Council. In this special event today, we are happy to share essential information for the 10th World Water Forum to be held in 2024. As you all know, we are just a year and few months away from the 10th Forum. This is a joint effort to communicate the key updates. I will now invite Ms. Yundrin Kim, Director, 10th World Water Forum, to the dais to take us through the proceedings and to deliver the welcome address. Ms. Kim, over to you.
Thank you, Karishma. Okay, welcome to the special event, Bali 2024, preparing the 10th World Water Forum. Distinguished guests, participants, it is my great honor to be here to co-organize this valuable gathering with our Indonesian colleagues who are sitting beside us. So today's session will provide a general information and updated progress of the preparatory process of the 10th World Water Forum that will include forum framework, thematic keywords, and different milestones we've engaged so far and plans to engage in our further pathways. Considering this chance of sharing information of the 10th Forum during this UN Water Summit and Groundwater Summit, groundwater should be the opportunity to ponder how the importance of the UN-led initiatives and the priorities such as groundwater could be applied or reflected to the World Water Forum in 2024. So thank you very much once again for your participation. To begin with, please welcome our heads of the delegates of the two co-organizers of the World Water Forum in 2024. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Ms. Loy Fashong, President of the World Water Council. Please give him a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know if you can speak French, so I will speak English. Dear friends of water, it's a great pleasure to meet you today in the UNESCO Center, headquarters. Again, we are very happy to talk about a new forum. Last one has taken place in Dakar, and I would like to salute my friend, Minister Serigne Ethiam, Minister of Water and Sanitation of Senegal, and all his staff who has produced with us a very successful forum, the 9th one. Now we are on the road of the 10th next forum. 10th one. And last March in Dakar, we have decided to co-organize the next forum with the Indonesian government and with the province of Bali, with the governorate of Bali. And I would like to thank at this moment the Indonesian authorities represented by the Minister of Environment of Indonesia, and also by the Governor of Bali, who is with us tonight. We are very proud and very honored to organize this forum with our Indonesian friends. Really, they have prepared I think, very efficient, very professional forum. And we are now together as co-organizer. We are on the way to have the thematic we would like to push is a little bit new. It's to spare water for shared prosperity. Spare and shared. And what does it mean? We are facing, as you know, different strengths and different difficulties. I would like to underline one. Obviously, we could talk about climate delegation, climate change, and the consequences on water resources. But there is one other difficulty that most of our colleagues in the world knows. That's demography, that's growth of the population, that appearing of a lot of megacities with difficulties, with pollution, with difficulties to provide food for the population. That's the current difficulty. And so we'll try to work on these two main issues, climate and demography. But not only. And we need, as you know, more water resource for these challenges. It means that on one hand we have to produce more water. When I say produce, to bring at the disposal of the different users more water. Water for man and water for nature, both. We cannot continue to provide water only for mankind, for human. And now we need to be more careful for water and nature. That's a new challenge. That's the case when we talk about the nature-based solutions, but not only. And that's our duty to plan solutions and responses to face these new needs. And produce more and consume less. Consume less means use all the digital evolutions to manage better the different use of water, and also to change our kind of consumption. And it's a big challenge for the new generations. So we need whole capacities, and I am very pleased to see so many friends, so many participants, so many water experts in this room tonight. We need all innovative ideas. We need all know-hows, all experience. And I would like to pay tribute, especially tonight, to Mrs. Azoulay for these very important, very nice words, very complete speech this morning, but also to Mrs. Shami Bedwell, to Mr. Hamani, to Mrs. O'Reilly, all the UNESCO team for water and others for the help, for their involvement. And together, this afternoon we have decided to launch new cooperation programs between UNESCO and World Water Council, which will take place in the preparation of the next forum. We would like to bring on the ground, and not only in the conference, to bring a new kind of solutions and response, which could change the daily life of billions of people, to bring access to water and sanitation concretely during this period. So help us all of you, all together to contribute to make this 10th World Water Forum a very successful one, and that we could all together work during the 18 next months on the road to Bali. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, President. Now we'll invite our second speaker, Ms. Siti Nirvaya Baker, the Minister of Environment and Forestry, Republic of Indonesia. Please welcome her with a round of applause.
Excellencies, Ministers, the President of the World Water Council, Honorable Ambassadors, Permanent Delegates to UNESCO, Assistant DG for Natural Sciences, Governor of Bali Province, Board of Governors of the World Water Council, Excellencies and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. It is my pleasure to warmly welcome you to the special session of the World Water Forum 2024, co-hosted by the Government of Indonesia, together with the World Water Council. It is an honor for Indonesia for being elected by the World Water Council in Senegal to host the 10th World Water Forum to be held in Bali in 2024. Under the theme of Water for Shared Prosperity, the Government of Indonesia wishes that the 10th World Water Forum will be able to strengthen our joint efforts and collaboration in finding concrete solutions in addressing opportunities and challenges related to water issues. We choose Bali as a host province, as Bali is one of the places in Indonesia where water connects every aspect of life. Water in Balinese culture and religion is not only important because it serves as holy water in rituals, but also for its prominent role in the ecosystem. Water, as part of the nature, is such a central element in Balinese belief. Water is a revered element incumbent in everyday life. Hence, water is deemed as a form of purification in Bali. Strong commitment has been fostered through a recent meeting between President Joko Widodo and the President of World Water Council. Support and collaboration with all parties involved, especially in the UNESCO, is crucial to the 10th World Water Forum success. We also do hope all of new Board of Governor members would be the messenger to invite participants in each country to the 10th World Water Forum in 2024 in Bali and to raise the theme Water for Shared Prosperity for facing the global water challenges. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the government will assure that we are preparing the 10th World Water Forum as inclusive as possible to ensure that all people, irrespective of sex, age, race, or ethnicity, may voice their concern on water. This platform is expected to accommodate every concern and interest in water, with no exception to the young generation. We would expect to hear and consider the younger generation's voice, as they are able to use the power of their collective voice to advocate, lobby, and lead campaigns about water. As more youth grow up in a world characterized by advanced technologies and information sharing, many are harnessing this opportunity to create innovative, sustainable environmental solutions. Bali has been renowned as a tourist destination for decades, with its magnificent scenery and vibrant culture. Bali offers splendid experience for the participants to combine both conference activity and leisure activity. With this concept, hopefully, the 10th World Water Forum will bring us an extraordinary and genuine experiences. Combining the classroom sessions and site visits will be the strength and magnetism of the 10th World Water Forum. Site visits will be organized in several places which is relevant to the themes and sub-themes, especially Subak in Bali. Subak is a Balinese irrigation system that concerns cultural law, which has characteristics namely social, agricultural, religious, with determination and a spirit of mutual cooperation in the effort to obtain water with the goals of providing water needs in producing foods, especially rice and annual cash crops. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on this particular occasion, it is my pleasure and honor to invite you all to come to Bali for the 10th World Water Forum on May 18 to 24th, the year 2024. We will ensure you have a wonderful experience in a forum for open discussion, formulation of innovative perspective, and new ways of perceiving the future technology towards sustainable development and management of water resources. We do hope that the upcoming 10th World Water Forum can be a good forum for sharing knowledge and experience in water resources development and management, strengthening global water community. We look forward to seeing you in Bali, Indonesia on May 2024. Bali awaits you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. So now we'll give you a little more detailed information and progress of the preparation of the 10th World Water Forum from now. We have two speakers for this, and myself will be the first presenter. Can I ask for the remote control if there is any on the stage? Or, oh, okay, here, sorry. So, yes, the other one, please. Thank you. So, this is what we are going to update for the preparation of the 10th World Water Forum, what we have discussed so far with our co-organizer Indonesian colleagues. My presentation goes with 3 items. First, the World Water Council. It is very essential to understand the World Water Forum based on the understanding of the World Water Council and its activities. The World Water Council is an international multi-stakeholders platform organization that has a mission to mobilize action on critical water issues at all levels, including the highest decision-making level, by engaging people in debate and challenging conventional thinking. Accordingly, we currently have 6 strategic priorities we're focusing on to make valuable global advocacies and analyze subtopics to bring every member's heads together for better solutions to related water challenges. The World Water Forum is one of our critical actions of the World Water Forum that tries realize the aforementioned missions with the selected host government every 3 years. World Water Forum as the platform for partnership catalyzing concrete actions to resolve water issues is a procedure of facilitating responsible actors in water in this international society we're belonging to. So far, we had 9 editions of the forum, begin with Morocco, Netherlands, Japan, Mexico, Turkey, France, Republic of Korea, Brazil, Senegal for the past 27 years. And this is the trajectory that you could see, and maybe if you're having interested in any more information, I will share with you later on. So now, we're heading towards the 10th edition of the World Water Forum, as you are all well aware of. Since after the forum host was selected in March this year in Dakar at the board meeting of the World Water Council, co-organizers of the forum of the World Water Council and the Indonesian governments had more than 20 times of on and offline meetings for preparing and designing the visions and the practical framework of the World Water Forum 10th edition, which has been included in the framework agreement as well. We completed this procedure for the framework agreement in November in Bali, which was the last month, Meanwhile, there were different occasions and chances that we could share information on the forum, and many of you might have already received some information before you came here on the forum, and having this occasion started from this year with the Asia Pacific Water Forum Summit in Kumamoto and Cairo Water Week in Egypt, G20 and Health meeting in Bali, Korea International Water Week in Daegu. Now we are here at the UN Water Summit on groundwater with you. The key information on the screen throughout what has been discussed between the two co-organizers. The 10th World Water Forum will be in Bali, Republic of Indonesia, and it will be from May 18th to 24th, 2024. The basic framework of the forum is composed of the different processes that provides a global platform framework of the cooperation based on the themes and the regions and stakeholders all together. Firstly, thematic process that provides the substantive underpinning of the World Water Forum as a whole with various water prioritized issues. And the political process that encourages and catalyzes decision makers' political commitments that eventually leads us to implementation as well. And the regional process that will design to share customized local knowledge and experiences with action-oriented solutions and deliverables. Each and every process will proceed with youth involvement, seeing them as one of our major actors. Other than these basic processes, there will be also additionally Fair and Expo and Citizens segment that will be included in a very strong way. With a shared notion to resolve water challenges with local, regional, and global multi-stakeholders, the overarching theme for the 10th World Water Forum has been decided: water for shared prosperity. To have developed concept and a concretized topic under this overarching theme, the World Water Council and Indonesian colleagues have made our efforts to draw some keywords you can see on the screen. Based on the World Water Council survey conducted to its members and its nation-state stakeholders meeting operated by our Indonesian government, here you can see 7 different keywords each have been summarized on the screen. So also these keywords from each organizer had somewhat linked or even same, as you can see the matching lines in between. The possible keywords that could help our further decision of the subtopics include water, environment and conservation, water, energy, food, health alliance, water and disaster, integrated water resources management, water conflict and resolution. These are just the keywords, not the all different themes that we're going to finally use for the forum. Globally shared challenges when we consider aforementioned issues are climate change, population growth, urbanization, energy crisis, as well as soil and air pollutions and so on. Based on understanding the conditions, common enablers to make solutions to the major issues may include good governance, innovative technologies, well-managed financing and investment, efficient cooperation and partnership, policy development, circular economy, and capacity building and training. We'll invite you to the kickoff meeting, which is the first stakeholders meeting that will be finalizing our all subtopics that we're going to list up for the further forum processes. And even before that, it will be really great to have your voice through our main channel of the Secretariat of the World Water Council and also the Indonesian co-organizers. I'll just highlight the yellow part, the ISC. This is one of the main actors to decide everything about the forum processes. So International Steering Committee will be the highest decision-making body that we are going to rely on, which will be composed of equally Indonesian side and the World Water Council side of the experts. So this might be my last slides. Here you can see the important timeline. The kickoff meeting, the first stakeholders meeting, will be held 15 months before the forum on February 15th to 16th. The kickoff meeting in Bali is providing everyone specific framework of the forum and the process composition with detailed information than now. Above all, it will be the place to collect your voices to each of the process and themes on how to develop them together. Second stakeholders meeting will be around September 2023, which will be 8 months before the forum. That will be the place of the developing various activities by each of the working bodies and the commissions under the forum processes. So there will be many milestones that we're having and we're planning, like here, the UN Groundwater Summit as well. So we are also having this good works between everyone here and discussions how we are going to apply different thematic issues and the regional actors to the forum process. So information will be keep updated and we truly deliver our sincere welcoming to all of you to Bali. So now I will invite our Indonesian co-organizer, our good partner, Mr. Andra Adwadi Dada, Senior Advisor to the Minister of Public Works and Housing, Republic of Indonesia, to the stage for his presentation. Thank you very much.
So thank you, everyone. Yeah, which one? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, Minister of Environment and Forestry, the Republic of Indonesia, and His Excellency, the Governor of Bali, and also His Excellency, the Ambassador of Indonesia for France, the President of World Water Council, and then Honorable Board of Governors of World Water Council, and also a joint of Director General of UNESCO, and Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience, and I'm delighted here to inform a little bit, to add some more slides because it's already a little bit late, and I know you're already hungry here. So I'm not talking too many slides. So I just want to add some more slides because Madam Yoon Jin previously has informed so much, has given you so much information. So to add some more, so these are the expectations from our government about the World Water Forum in Bali 2024. So we expect, for example, here 30,000 participants to come. And of course, all of you here are welcome to be in Bali in 2024. And we also learned so much about the previous World Water Forum from our colleagues from Korea, Japan, and Brazil, and also the last one from Senegal. I think this make us in a very good condition to make this event more successful for you and for all the participants. And Bali is very much ready to be the host of this event, and we have just organized the G20 event few weeks ago, and I think all the necessary elements of this organization will be there. And yeah, like for instance the accommodation, logistical matters, transportation, etc. And it's very, for instance, in Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center will be the main venue, but as Minister Siti Nurbaya said, we will try to make a perfect mix between the indoor and outdoor events to make this World Water Forum different from the previous forum. So it will be a perfect mix between work and leisure in Bali. And of course, we have made the organizational structure, and this is the structure, and the National Organizing Committee has been set up and chaired by the Coordinating Minister for Maritime and Investment, and also the vice chaired by the Governor of Bali. So this event has been organized after the election in Senegal a few months ago, and we have started with the National Stakeholders Forum meeting in Jakarta twice this year, and we have also planned to make 2 more National Stakeholder Forums before the International Stakeholder Forum that will be held in March 2023. In February 2023. So the response from the national stakeholders are very positive in responding this event, and they are very eager to participate since the beginning of the process. So Madam Yinjin has been talk about this earlier. And the support from the national government is already there from the highest level of the government. The President of Indonesia, President Joko Widodo, has met President of World Water Council, President Loic Fosso, in Bali during the G20, before the G20 meeting. And we again stated our commitment to make this event as successful as possible for you and for all the participants. And all the missions of the World Water Forum can be achieved through the strong commitment of this of the government of Indonesia as a co-host with the World Water Council. And the framework agreement as the primary guidelines for our operation has been also signed a few weeks ago, also in Bali. And the site visits, as I mentioned earlier, we will try to make a perfect mix between the indoor and outdoor activities, and to show to the world about what Indonesia can do, what we can do with our Mother Nature with related to water. And this one is the last slide, and we will also organize the international kick-off meeting for the international community in 15 and 16 February 2023 in Jakarta. So you are welcome to participate and be there, and that will be the good opportunity for us to discuss about the themes, discuss about the programs, and discuss about other essential elements for the World Water Forum, and also the launching of the website and registration process. So I think that would be all. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Andra. That was very concise and very well visualized presentation. So as I've highlighted, it is such an important work to link our procedure of the World Water Forum to the UN Water Conference and the Groundwater Summit as well, so that the forum process goes more inclusive than now. So we'll invite Ms. Shamila Bedol, the Assistant Director General for the Natural Science at UNESCO. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hyunjin Kim. Don't worry, please. It's okay. My name is quite difficult to pronounce. So please do not worry. Honorable Minister, Mr. Siti Nurbaya Bakar, Minister of Environment and Forestry, Republic of Indonesia. Good evening to you, ma'am. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for gracing us with your presence here today. Mr. Loic Fauchon, President of the World Water Council and Forum, it's a deep honor to have you among us and to grace us also with your presence and to support UNESCO. This Groundwater Summit would not take place without, indeed, your dedicated support to all of us. And while I thank everybody, let me also thank the UN Water family, all of the UN Water family, which has given UNESCO this unique mandate to organize the first ever UN conference on groundwater. I thank you dearly to all of you for bringing us here and gathering us here today. I want to thank also Mr. Indra Atamwijaja, Senior Advisor to the Ministry on Technology. Thank you for the excellent presentation and the framework of how Indonesia intends to take forward the next conference. I want to thank Mrs. Hyunjin Kim. Thank you for all your dedication, for all your support. It's good to see that a woman is the director of the 10th World Water Forum. Congratulations to you and to the government and to the Republic for nominating a woman to lead the next water dialogue. We're also in the hands of the minister, who is also a lady and will also take forward the gender perspective of water. Thank you, Minister. Let me thank all the other delegations, ambassadors who are present with us here today, the delegations of UNESCO that fully supported this initiative. Now, Excellencies, dear delegates and participants, the protection and sustainable use of water resources is an issue that concerns all of us. Indeed, access to safe drinking water is a human right, as is access to sanitation. These rights have been recognized by the United Nations General Assembly. So, to put it another way, water resources are the common goods of humanity. But how can we ensure that they are managed for the years to come? So I'm pleased to see all of you gathered here today from all across the world, lending your support to call upon governments, the private sector, civil society, experts across the world to consider the vital question of water as a human right. Now, UNESCO is one of the founding members of the World Water Council and has always been involved in all of its activities, especially contributing to the World Water Forum. And for this reason, I want to reiterate how important it is to have with us the President here with us today, President of the World Water Council, Mr. Loic Fauchon. Thank you very much for being with us on the subject of groundwater. Now, the groundwater was afforded substantial visibility during the last World Water Forum in Dhaka, where UNESCO launched the World Water Development Report, Making the Invisible Visible. Is the remedy to the water crisis under our feet? Indeed, what better way to have launched this report than on a continent, the African continent, which has a potential for groundwater which still has to be fulfilled. And yet there are so many other countries, small island developing states, and other developing countries which have a potential for groundwater to meet their needs. UNESCO congratulates the Republic of Indonesia for hosting the 10th World Water Forum in May 2024 in the beautiful island setting of Bali. This World Water Forum in May 2024 will provide an excellent opportunity to address the challenges of groundwater resources across the world and especially in Asia. How can we use groundwater essential for food safety, for food security? I want to thank all of you for the cooperation on water and through water, because there can be no development without water security, no stability without access to water. So let us address this water scarcity, which will be also an adaptation to climate change. That is why UNESCO is committed to really promoting the beneficial roles of science in decision-making and protection of our resources. The Intergovernmental Hydrological Program is dedicated to science for a water-secure world in a changing environment. So UNESCO lends its scientific, technical support to the government of Indonesia for the organization of the 10th World Water Forum. And we will work closely also with the President, available here with us today. So in closing, I want to say that I've just come from the World Science Forum, launched last night in the city of Cape Town. This is the first time the African continent hosts the World Science Forum. The theme is science for social justice. Well, what type of science do we have to access water? What type of science do we need to access groundwater services? I think these are questions that we would like to address with you jointly. Water really sustains life on Earth, and we must value that as a human right. And I want to thank all of you for your participation, for your support to UNESCO. I will not do justice if I do not thank all those staffs present here today who worked very hard over the last 2 years to bring us here. My first thanks goes to Madam Alicia Orally, the Chief of Groundwater. Thank you, Alicia. Let me also thank Abu Amani, the Director of the Division of Hydrology, Abu, and all the team that have worked days and nights to make this conference a success. I want to thank them all sincerely and thank all the translators also present with us here, all the technicians. The staff of the Water Division IA and all those who've contributed to this. Thank you very, very much. I look forward to working with you, all of you, and please be rest assured of UNESCO's undying support to ensure that water really becomes a reality for every child in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jamila Now Bedwell. Now I think I pronounced right. Thank you very much for your inspiring speech. Now we cannot wait to invite our last but not least speaker from Bali, Mr. Iwayan Koster, Governor of Bali Government. Please give him a round of applause.
Om Swastiastu. Yang terhormat Duta Besar luar biasa dan berkuasa penuh Republik Indonesia untuk Perancis, Andorra, Monaco, serta delegasi tetap Republik Indonesia untuk UNESCO, Bapak Muhammad Umar. Yang terhormat Presiden World Water Council, Mr. Louis Poussin. Yang terhormat Menteri Lingkungan Hidup dan Kehutanan Republik Indonesia, Ibu Siti Nurbaya. Yang terhormat Asisten Direktur Jenderal UNESCO for Natural and Science, Mrs. Samila. Yang terhormat hadirin sekalian, selamat malam. Semoga kita semua senantiasa dalam keadaan sehat dan berbahagia. Mewakili pemerintah Provinsi Bali dan masyarakat Bali, sebagai Gubernur Bali, saya mengucapkan terima kasih dan apresiasi telah memilih Bali sebagai tempat pelaksanaan World Water Forum ke-10 tahun 2024. Dengan keindahan alam Bali, keramah tamahan masyarakat Bali, dan keunikan budaya Bali, kami siap menyambut kehadiran para delegasi di Bali, the island of gods, the island of love, and the last paradise of the world. Bali menjadi daya tarik pariwisata dunia yang mendapat penghargaan sebagai tujuan resort terbaik se-Asia. Selain itu, beberapa warisan budaya Bali telah ditetapkan sebagai warisan budaya dunia oleh UNESCO, antara lain lanskap subak catur Angga Batu Karu, Pura Kerajaan Taman Ayun, Jatiluwih, Sistem Subak Bali, dan lanskap subak daerah aliran sungai Pakerisan. Sebagai Gubernur Bali, saya mengajukan pelaksanaan World Water Forum ke-10 tahun 2024 pada tanggal 18 sampai 24 Mei 2024. Acara pembukaan dilaksanakan pada tanggal 18 Mei 2024 bertepatan dengan hari baik menurut kearifan lokal Bali, yaitu Hari Tumpek Uye, merupakan pelaksanaan upacara Danu Kerti, yaitu Hari Penyucian dan Pemuliaan Sumber Air sebagai sumber kesejahteraan dan kebahagiaan kehidupan manusia. Acara pembukaan dilaksanakan di panggung terbuka, fasilitas budaya yang megah, akan dipentaskan suatu karya seni yang mengaktualisasikan pemulihan air sebagai sumber kehidupan. Rangkaian pertemuan World Water Forum ke-10 di Bali akan dilaksanakan di Bali Nusa Dua Convention Center, kompleks resort yang memiliki fasilitas convention berkelas dunia. Kompleks resort ini merupakan tempat yang nyaman dan aman, serta memiliki akses yang mudah ke banyak daya tarik dan destinasi wisata. Tempat ini sudah sering dipakai sebagai penyelenggaraan event internasional, antara lain pertemuan IMF dan Bank Dunia, pertemuan negara maritim sedunia, dan yang baru saja berakhir dengan sukses, rangkaian pertemuan presidensi G20. Berbagai event internasional yang sukses dilaksanakan di Bali membuktikan bahwa Bali mampu menjadi tuan rumah dan memiliki pengalaman mengelola event-event besar berkelas dunia. Sebagai negara berkembang, Indonesia berkomitmen untuk mengatasi permasalahan dan tantangan yang berkaitan dengan air, serta bisa mendorong perhatian dan aksi global untuk menyelesaikan tantangan dan bencana berkaitan dengan air. Pada kesempatan istimewa ini, merupakan kehormatan dan kebahagiaan bagi saya bisa mengundang hadirin semuanya untuk datang ke Bali pada acara World Water Forum ke-10 tahun 2024. Saya sungguh-sungguh mengharapkan para delegasi hadir bersama pasangan dan keluarga ke Bali untuk melihat langsung keindahan alam Bali, keramah tamahan masyarakat Bali, dan keunikan budaya Bali. Dengan senang hati, kami akan memberikan pelayanan terbaik menyambut kehadiran para delegasi di Bali. Pada acara koktail party malam ini, saya memperkenalkan produk minuman khas Bali, yaitu arak Bali, kopi Bali, serta beberapa kudapan khas Bali. Arak Bali merupakan salah satu produk minuman yang diproses secara tradisional yang tidak kalah dengan sake Jepang, soju Korea, dan whisky Eropa. Thank you. Pada malam hari ini juga saya menghadirkan seorang seniman khas Bali dan sudah memiliki pengalaman manggung di dunia internasional, dinamakan dengan Gus Teja. Selamat menikmati dan menonton.
Please enjoy and have a very good evening later.
Atas perhatian dan dukungannya, saya mengucapkan terima kasih. Selamat datang, saya menunggu di Bali. Om Santi 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 Om.
Thank you very much, Governor. As we are well aware of, there won't be any more valuable, lively, and realistic solutions will be there towards our shared vision without our collective action together. So please join us from the very beginning of the pathway towards water for shared prosperity throughout all 10th World Water Forum procedure. And this goes from your participation at the following reception that has been just introduced by Balinese governor. So by expressing great appreciation to everyone here, all the participants, and especially to the speakers and the UN Water Summit Secretariat as well for all your efforts. I will close today's special event by welcoming all of you to our cocktail reception right after this session outside. Thank you very much.
Bali, the island of God, like a piece of heaven that fell to earth, surrounded by the springs. Supat is a cultural heritage from time to time to glorify water, giving life and prosperity. They believe harmonious with God, humans, and nature. Give them safely, happily, peacefully.